Hey fellow Brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back for another review. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and ring that bell so you are notified when I upload new content. Lego Harry Potter stuff I tend to upload every Thursday. And getting into today's review, I have a Lego Harry Potter Magical Treasury visual guide from 2020 here. And it does include an exclusive Tom Riddle figure, and it's technically not really exclusive because with the summer sets we are getting a new Tom Riddle, but this figure is still slightly exclusive, and we will get into it shortly. But let's start by taking a look at the book first. So taking a look at the covers of the book, you have a nice embossed Lego Harry Potter logo as well as the Magical Treasury. You do have a nice picture of the Harry Potter figure's head for the front of the cover. You do have that spot showing the exclusive Tom Riddle figure. Spine of the book just has the book title as we all know, and then they put the exclusive Tom Riddle little thing there so you know what figure came with this book. Back cover just shows you some of the stuff that is included and discussed within the pages of this book here. Opening it up, you can see the back of where Tom is stored there. You do have this nice shot of that micro scale Hogwarts set that came out in 2018. You do have some nice pages here. I will say that flipping through this book, there is barely any mention to the original line of Harry Potter sets from the early 2000s and early 2010s. It's just focusing on the relaunch of the theme here. You do have a table of contents here. You do have a little bit of Fantastic Beasts covered towards the end of this book, which is nice. It is a nice little mixture of talking about builds of the line and figures included in them. So it is very nice. It does go up until the summer of 2020 line, so it doesn't really cover that Diagon Alley set that came out last fall, but it does cover a fair amount. They do have mistakes like this where it mentions that this Dumbledore figure is the only figure to have that beard piece in there in that color, which is not true. That is Gandalf's beard piece. It was included with him in that color, so kind of a mistake like that every now and again, but you just have a lot of interesting stuff. Again, the only thing about Diagon Alley here that is covered is that little promotional micro build, because this book they probably didn't have the thing to go over that. You get some magical creatures here, covering some of the, and then flipping through a little bit more, you have some the Fantastic Beasts stuff, which I actually like these sets, but you do get a couple pages dedicated to that, and then you get into the behind the scenes of interviews and stuff of processes, and you get a couple mentions to that early 2000s right here with Marcos mentioned in it, but that's literally all you get, and then you just get a nice little timeline of all the figures released thus far, and in chronological order within their movies. And that does it for looking at this book. Let's take a look at that Tom Riddle figure. So looking at the Tom Riddle figure, he does come with the Harry Potter One Piece in black. He's got some nice leg printing and torso printing there. Pretty well recreating the outfit he wears in the movie. You get some back printing there. And that face, it's a nice new face, but it wasn't exclusive to this figure at the time of release. It was also included in a Star Wars set, so that kind of devalues the exclusivity and just in general. And he does come with that dog show hair in a brown, but yeah, it's a fairly nice representation of Tom Riddle here. Just a shame that we now have a new set with him coming out that's completely different to this, but that does it for Tom Riddle. So going over my final thoughts, the book itself is very informative. It's just confined to the new rebooted line rather than even giving any insight into the original line. And I get that they're just focusing on the relaunch of the theme, but we'd like to see more. The book does have, as I pointed out, a couple mistakes of misinformation and whatnot, so the book is very informative. It's just slightly flawed, and same goes for the figure. I mean, it wasn't really that exclusive when it came out, again, due to that head being reused in another set at the same time as this was released. And the figure is slightly less exclusive nowadays because we're getting a new Tom Riddle figure in the summer of 2021 sets. And while that figure is, the torso and legs and head are completely different, it slightly devalues this figure, and I would say pick this figure up. Does have better leg printing and a design there, but the torso's probably better on the new figure. Just combine the two and you get a better figure, but all in all, this thing is going to get a 3 out of 5 for me for this. Again, definitely worth a pickup, but that does it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Comment below, let me know what you think about this, and until next time, keep building.